Hello and welcome to The Breakdown. Today we're delving into a topic that's causing some alarm and concern, which is the security of your green card and U.S. citizenship under President Trump's recent immigration policies. With aggressive moves targeting undocumented individuals and plans to deport a record number of people from the United States, green card holders and some naturalized citizens are asking, is my status really safe? So I'm going to break it down to help you understand if you need to be concerned at all. But before we do, if you haven't already subscribed to our channel, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss another critical conversation like the one we're about to have.
It's really important that we get the word out so other people don't fall into this trap.
It's a viral TikTok video with 2.5 million views. A woman says her niece, a nursing student with a green card, was deported upon returning to LAX from Laos.
And Customs stopped her and took her green card, cut the corner off of it, put her in a room with like 3 other people, and told one of the people in that room that if you have been a green card holder for less than 2 years and you leave the United States, they won't let you back in. And they take away your green card.
Yeah, that's unlawful. They can't do that.
Jose Osorio is an immigration attorney. He doesn't know what happened in that case, but he explains that people with green cards can typically travel abroad for up to 180 days without a problem. However, he warns that some travelers have faced pressure upon returning to the U.S. to sign documents like this one, the I-407, which voluntarily gives up their lawful permanent resident status.
They can be interrogated alone without the assistance of counsel. Because of sometimes misinformation or desperation, they unknowingly sign away their rights. And that results in the abandonment of resident status.
Online, there are multiple videos warning travelers not to sign any documents.
They ask you to sign Form I-407. Don't do it. What you can do is you can ask the state immigration judge.
Many people sign documents without reading it. That's why I'm putting this out today. Make sure you don't sign any document.
Osorio explains that customs officials are only authorized to ask 3 specific type of questions.
1, questions pertaining to their identity. 2, to show permanent resident status here. And 3, customs-related questions, which they ask everyone.
For example, they may ask about bringing foreign food into the country or carrying more than $10,000 in currency. Bottom line, Osorio emphasizes that knowing your rights has never been more important.
If you don't understand it, don't sign it.
Good advice. Only an immigration judge can take away a person's resident status. But again, if a traveler's at the airport and they sign a document that they don't fully understand, there's very little that can be done about that. I'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
So let me start by saying, I am not an immigration lawyer, okay? So if you really are concerned about your status, you should talk to a lawyer. But my goal is to just bring you the information that you need to understand what is happening so that you can feel safe. So, of course, Trump has already made it clear that he wants to do mass deportations on a scale we've never seen before.
It is only common sense that when I'm reelected, we will begin, and we have no choice, the largest deportation operation in American history. We have no choice.
Since taking office, my administration has launched the most sweeping border and immigration crackdown in American history, and we quickly achieved the lowest numbers of illegal border crossers ever recorded. Thank you.
According to the Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security, Kristi Noem, more than 20,000 illegal aliens were arrested in a single month under President Trump, a 627% increase in monthly arrests compared to just 33,000 overall under Biden for all of last year. Trump's goal is to go down in American history as the president with the most number of deportations. And so what this means is that even green card holders and naturalized citizens might not really be as safe as they think, right? We've seen expanded deportation priorities, new attacks on birthright citizenship, and an aggressive push to redefine who gets to stay in America. And Trump has already floated the idea that he doesn't believe green card holders should have automatic rights to stay if he deems them a burden to the country. Now, what exactly does that mean, right? That's where things can become concerning. A lot of people think once they get a green card, they're safe forever, but that's just not true. A green card does not give you an unconditional right to stay in the United States. It can be revoked under certain circumstances. And what we should be concerned about is how Trump could potentially push the limits further to deport even legal immigrants. So let's look at the policies that are already in motion. He's already expanded the list of deportable offenses to include minor infractions. And his administration is reviewing past applications for fraud to strip people of their status. He's redefining public charge rules to make more immigrants deportable. And he's attacking birthright citizenship, meaning even children of illegal immigrants could face uncertainty. So this is happening right now. So let's look at the existing rules, right, that could put your green card at risk. And here's what you need to know. Currently, you can lose your green card if you do any of the following. Number one, if you leave the U.S. for too long. Number two, if you fail to file your U.S. taxes or claim non-resident status on tax returns. Number three, if you commit a crime, right, especially aggravated felonies, fraud, or crimes of moral turpitude. If you engage in immigration fraud, like fake marriage or false application. If you help smuggle undocumented immigrants into the country. And then finally, if you claim public benefits under certain conditions. So Trump's whole strategy is about mass deportation. And to make that happen, he needs to widen the net, so to speak, right? So there are a few ways he could push the boundaries here. Number one, by expanding the list of deportable offenses. So right now, most deportations of legal immigrants happen because of serious crimes, right? But under Trump, he could expand the list to include even minor offenses like DUI charges, misdemeanor drug possession, traffic violations tied to license or registration issues, any public charge determination, meaning you don't even have to commit a violent crime to be targeted. So the American Immigration Lawyers Association has issued a new travel warning for green card holders, saying that they have become aware of the fact that Customs has changed its practices as it relates to how it treats green card holders with pending immigration court notices to appear, NTAs. They are now being detained either by Customs or ICE when they are trying to return to the country. Now, this was not the case before. So again, this is an example, right, of how Trump is pushing and could continue to push the boundaries. What else will they add to the conditions for detainment? That's the question. Number two, stripping green cards based on public assistance. So Trump's administration already tried using the public charge rule to deny green cards to immigrants who use benefits like Medicaid or food stamps, right? Now, imagine if he expanded that to deport existing green card holders based on public benefits. I mean, it sounds extreme, but we've already seen his policies sort of moving in that direction a little bit. Number three, revoking citizenship through denaturalization. Now, this is where it gets even crazier, right? During his last administration, Trump launched a denaturalization task force, which was aimed at investigating naturalized citizens for any signs of fraud. So we can expect this to expand aggressively. And once they strip citizenship from one group, who's stopping them from widening the criteria? While it is harder to deport citizens, things may change under the Trump administration. Take, for instance, the recent actions of Texas Congressman Brandon Gill. He's circulating a petition calling for the deportation of Congresswoman Ilhan Omar, a naturalized U.S. citizen since 2000. And his claim is that she is aiding undocumented immigrants by advising them on their rights.
Texas lawmaker Brandon Gill has ignited controversy by demanding the deportation of Congresswoman Ilhan Omar, who is a U.S. citizen. Gill, a Republican from Texas's 26th district, claimed on social media that America would be a better place if Omar were sent back to Somalia. His comments came after a video surfaced of Omar addressing Somali immigrants. In the video, she provides guidance on their legal rights, particularly in situations involving U.S. immigration and customs enforcement. She also highlights the importance of the Fifth Amendment, which grants individuals the right to remain silent during encounters with law enforcement. Gill's office defended his comments, questioning Omar's loyalty to the U.S. over what he called illegal aliens from Somalia. This is not the first time Omar has faced such attacks. Last year, a mistranslated clip of her speech led to similar calls for her deportation, supported by Republican Marjorie Taylor Greene. Tech billionaire Elon Musk has also accused Omar of breaking the law. Omar, the first Somali American to serve in the U.S. Congress, has firmly rejected these claims. She says educating immigrants about their legal rights is not illegal.
But for now, if you are a green card holder, the most important thing is knowing what to do to protect yourself, right? So again, per the current law, don't stay outside the U.S. for long periods. Avoid any criminal activity, even minor offenses. Keep all your immigration paperwork accurate and up to date. And if you're eligible for citizenship, go ahead, apply for citizenship ASAP. And most importantly, stay informed. Again, for the most part, you should be good if you follow the current law. So do you think Trump policies are going too far, or do you believe he is just enforcing the law? Drop your thoughts in the comments. That's it for today's breakdown. Again, if you found this episode helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so we can keep bringing you real talk on stories that matter. Until next time, take care.